Oh, hello. This is kind of a impromptu stream that we didn't really think about doing until last minute. The new State of Play is today, and well, it hasn't been confirmed that Final Fantasy XVI is going to be there, but Yoshi said that Final Fantasy XVI's next reveal would happen in spring. And the first one happened during a State of Play. In fact, Final Fantasy reveals normally happen at Sony events. So we have a good feeling that this is gonna be the big reveal that was meant for the end of last year. That got pushed up. So just in case, we wanted to have, a live reaction to that. Because, Final Fantasy is, a thing very near and dear to our heart. I don't know if you've noticed that, but, yeah, so that's what this will be. We're wearing our Final Fantasy 15 t-shirt, because that felt appropriate for the chance of 16 showing up. And yeah, we have 3 minutes left until starts, and don't know if we will actually do any gameplay in 14. We just kind of logged on just in case we wanted to do something, especially during the less interesting parts. Just gotta be honest, not super interested in PlayStation stuff in general right now. Not really feeling that interested in the PS5 in general right now. There's Forspoken coming out, but that's also coming to PC. I don't know. The actual Sony first-party games aren't too interesting to us. But Final Fantasy, we're here for Final Fantasy. So maybe this will actually convince us to want to get a PS5. I mean, we do want to get a PS5 eventually. We can't really afford one right now, but all those things considered, we would very much like to get one when it's easier and we have a better financial state. Our prediction is that Final Fantasy 16 will not be coming out until first quarter of next year. That's based on the Nvidia leak, but that could be old information, so we don't know. If so, we will have basically a year to prepare for the big thing. We gotta switch over to the actual stream focus there now. And we're just going to go do some tribal quests while we wait for it to start. It's exciting though, you do enjoy these we do enjoy these kind of mini streams of announcements more than the traditional approach to video game things. We think this is a much better thing than E3. E3 has sucked in the last decade anyway. So we're happy to not bother with that anymore. Did I set up Culinarian on controller? Maybe that would be better for the stream to not be clicking as much. Oh, here we go. We're gonna start with 16.
Hello, viewers. I am Ivy the android. I'd like to share today's dinosaur forecast. A dinosaur outbreak will soon occur. Residents in the affected area have been evacuated, and a team of exo-fighters has been dispatched.
Hello, Mel's Badger.
A vortex warning has been issued. Please remain indoors.
Oh, is this that Capcom game? Maybe. It was a Capcom sci-fi game, wasn't it? I didn't realize it had dinosaurs in it. If it is that. Oh my god, the dinosaurs are colorful! Ah! Wait, that's Regine.
I make a sensitive situation.
This is Dino Crisis?
All I wanted was to be IBS's top pilot.
IBS's latest dinosaur forecast
Dino
and
Crisis.
exosuit technology were able to keep human casualties to zero.
Not sure how we feel about that. This looks like Anthem.
Exosuit development is.
Why did they turn Dino Crisis into Anthem?
Next-gen AI, Leviathan. Meanwhile, IBS continues to recruit candidates to become new exo-fighters. Humanity's greatest hope.
Getting a tweet out about this as well. Not really sure how we feel about this. Like, it could be fun, but okay, so it's not gonna be called Dino Crisis, but it's like a Dino Crisis
another exo-fighter recruit
spin-off. Fair enough.
Welcome to IBS.
State of Play returns with more announcements and updates for your favorite games. We just saw the debut of Exo Primal, a brand new IP from Capcom. It hits PS4 and PS5
that was
year.
Regina.
Next up, let's get some eye-popping updates for some fan favorites launching soon.
We love dinosaurs. I mean, that's... But yeah, we don't care much for the Anthem style of games. And that's what that looked like. It looked very Anthem. It looked very colorful. We do like colorful stuff, so that's cool. The dinosaurs was very nice, so you know, we're willing to give it a chance. Ghostwire, honestly, we lost interest in Ghostwire when hello Leia. When oh, what's her name? That's embarrassing. The original director, when she left the company. I mean, it could be cool. We do like that it's a first-person like game that's not, you know, a typical shooter. Like it's actually doing different stuff. Nakamura, yes, thank you. Only name that came popping up in our head was Nojima, but that's Final Fantasy VII Remake. And other stuff. Oh, it's Stranger of Paradise. Wrong Final Fantasy game! Oh yeah, it was finally confirmed, by the way. It's something that some of us already knew from the original reveal last year. But Stranger of Paradise isn't just like a remake
Later
of Final
today,
Fantasy I.
visit PlayStation Store to download a new demo for Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy
A
Origin.
new demo? Was it Sony exclusive
now, let's
again?
jump into the world of Forspoken with some
Because
all
I don't
new
have a
gameplay.
PlayStation right now. We want to know how it plays on PC.
It is quite beautiful.
Anyway, they're going to
everything here wants to kill
they've
you,
like
kind of
made
way.
dungeons based on every single numbered Final Fantasy game in Stranger of Paradise, and like put it into the world of Final Fantasy 1. Like that's really cool. And a lot of us actually like thought they had done this when they announced it, because there's a forest from Final Fantasy 13 that appeared in the original trailer. People were like, that's either they are reusing, you know, environments and trying to not, you know, hoping that we don't notice, or this is intentional. And finally now it was revealed that it's intentional. Oh, sorry. Is that better? Is that better? Yeah, Stranger of Paradise has dungeons based on every numbered Final Fantasy game, which is something people had actually been predicting since announcement, but it was only recently confirmed. Because the original trailer had like a forest of Final Fantasy 13 in it, and people weren't sure if that was just like reusing assets or if it was like actually a recreation, and it turns out it was the latter. Forspoken looks really cool. We're worried that it's going to have like AAA prestige game issues, like especially regarding like the character writing. Like the previous trailer was really bad, sounded very annoying.
That was a new look at the sprawling PS5 adventure Forspoken from Luminous Productions.
We liked Final
Let's check out
Fantasy
some 6v6
15,
action
so
in Gundam
we're here for
Evolution,
Luminous
a
stuff.
fast-paced multiplayer shooter coming to PS4.
Oh, the new
and
Gundam
PS5 later this
FPS
year.
game. Not a super big fan of Gundam, but I think this looks pretty cool. Gundam is one of those things where like you always kind of want to get it more into Gundam, but it is so hyper masculine. That makes sense. Like, that's a general issue with mecha anime, in our opinion. That like, it's just always so incredibly male focused. Shame, 'cause we like mecha. I mean, we liked what Gundam we watched as well. I mean, we really loved the 08 MS team. Final episode notwithstanding, that episode fucking sucks. Didn't happen. Jesus, that. Ugh. But yeah. Oh, they're actually doing a collection? Oh. Game Boy. No, okay, a variety of games, so that's cool. So this is like all the Konami titles. I'm okay. We're surprised that they actually like got Konami to agree with that. Even the fucking fighting game. Wow, that's cool. We love those games. Like, wow! Oh my god! The Hyperstone Heist was there! The Mega Drive one! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That's awesome! Preservation! Oh, this is some kind of kaiju game. It looks a bit like the Godzilla games on like the PS2 and Xbox and GameCube. Well, you know, that era. Gigabash. Okay. I think we've seen that before, actually. Just kind of forgot about it.
Kaiju Brawler Gigabash comes to PS4 and PS5 later this year. Next, a fan-favorite fighting game makes a beautiful and bizarre return.
A beautiful and bizarre return. Bizarre? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Why else would you like go with bizarre? Yeah, there we go. Well, a new JoJo fighter is always cool. Ah, this looks like the PS3 one. This just looks like the PS3 one. I mean, the PS3 game is good. We already have that game. Maybe it's not the same one? Maybe we're just like remembering it wrong? Maybe it's just like it looks like the PS3 game, which, you know, like, it's cool that they're re-releasing it, if so, but like it doesn't look much prettier, at least not based on what our memory of it was. I wonder if they have recast, yeah, I wonder if they have recast any of the characters, like if Jolene is played by Fido Eye. No, that one wasn't released on PS4. I think it was only PS3. Maybe we're wrong, actually. Because we got it for our birthday one year. That's how we have it. Yeah, maybe. Oh, right. And yet another samurai game. Probably wouldn't mind that there's so many samurai games lately, if like they were at least primarily made by Japanese developers, but few of them seem to be. We don't know who developed this game. We haven't seen the developer yet, but well, the biggest one is Sucker Punch? Is it Sucker Punch that made the one that's not called Sekiro? Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, and it's like, we love Kurosawa too, but like, really wish that like video game devs would realize that like, black and white does not equal Kurosawa, you know? Like, it's like the black and white filter in Ghost of Tsushima is like terrible. Is that what that sounds wrong? Ghost of... We're getting the name wrong. Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, it's Flying Wild Hog. Okay. Yeah, so it's not a Japanese developer. PlayStation Studios.
Trapped in an endless cycle.
Okay. Oh, it's
Fighting.
Returnal. That game's been out for a year already, but okay.
Returning. Always the same.
Well, the thing is, like, video games have never really...
Changing.
I mean, okay, no, that's not true. Video games have had a monochromatic era. But, like, video games as we view them today, like, the modern style of video game has never really it has never been like required to adapt to a black and white setting, which means that it's only ever used for like a gimmick. Like there is no well-established
no matter how high I
practices for how to adapt black and white gameplay, for example. And it's a shame because, like, you know, that can be powerful. Like black and white
through the
presentation is not just let's put a monochrome filter on our game. Like no, it's more than that. Hello, Louise. Yeah, this seems to be an expansion, a co-op expansion for Eternal. Is the original game co-op? We don't think so. We don't know. We haven't played it. It's a PS5 game. Ascension. That's a overused subtitle.
Housemarque is bringing campaign co-op and a mysterious new survival mode to Returnal Ascension, a free update hitting this March.
Free update? Well, that's cool.
It's almost time to sign off, but before we do, let's get a first look at 2 brand new games coming from Square Enix.
Okay, well, here we go.
Is this really what you want?
And you are certain that what we are doing
is this Saga?
People of the kingdom. Yes.
There was a new Saga.
I suppose it would, in a sense. True.
Yes. It made me wonder. Am I still that same person?
You're gonna end on 16 then. Good call.
The era of myths gives way to an era of great turmoil. The continent was ravaged by the devastating war between the Empire and the Alliance. However, one nation remained unaffected by the chaos. The Kingdom of Alatane, Ward of the Augurs, looked destined to have its soil stained with the blood of battle.
We've finally been called up.
We're up against the Empire's main army.
These character designs are not very interesting.
Every last Imperial who comes ashore. Keep focused.
But it doesn't look like Saga. Maybe it's a new IP?
And now you will die.
Do you really have such a yearning for war? I can't comprehend it.
Oh. Hello, Bahamut.
So then, what shall we do now?
We're going to retake it.
This is our chance while they're all assembled. We should send our best and crush.
I mean, it looks neat. We do like that, like,
all the more reason
tactical
to avoid
strategy RPGs are like coming back. The triangle strategy, we just released them. This looks like
it also likely means that we're in
another
danger.
take on that.
I suppose it is the only way for us to survive.
Really not feeling the character designs though. That's been a common problem. That the Diofield Chronicle. Well, that's a new IP then. Okay. Okay, here we go. 5 minutes 16. What are we here for? Come on. And up the volume.
If the will to fight still lingers within you,
The fuck
then
is this?
accept my offer and join me.
Oh! Oh, this is the new Valkyrie profile. Wait, what the? Are they not gonna show Final Fantasy 16?
Valkyrie, heed my words.
I mean, we're glad that it turns out that the new Valkyrie profile isn't a mobile game. That's good. We got the trademark for this last week.
Become my tool of intervention and save this world from doom.
Looks pretty bland visually, though. Very muted colors. We don't like muted colors. Yeah, Valkyrie Elysium. I mean, that's cool.
Your efforts to remain undetected are lacking. Reveal yourself. Who are you?
That's all for today. We'll see you soon with another State of Play.
Huh. That was disappointing. Guess we're gonna retitle this stream. We were certain that 16 would be showing up, like... Yeah, that was disappointing. I mean, Valkyrie Elysium looks cool. Should be more. Hope it looks more colorful when it gets close to release. But again, that's another game that's not even a PS5 exclusive. So it's like, well, yeah, it's a remastered PS3 game. Yeah, wow. I mean, Deerfield looks okay. Yeah. Didn't really feel the character designs on that. That's honestly, we've had a lot of problems with Square Enix character designs lately. Then there was the Anthem, not Dino Crisis game, which, yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's not like they promised us 16, so technically we don't have much of a... We don't have much of a right to be, like, this disappointed, but... I mean, come on. How far behind, like, schedule did they fall? Like, they promised the next reveal last year, and it was like, oh, COVID, and it's like, yeah, we get it, fair enough. Next reveal in spring, well, it's March now. Spring has started. Sony having, like spring, we have the next patch of 14 coming up now. We were certain that we were gonna get 16 before that patch, at least, because, you know, get the information out there in the lull between the release of Endwalker and the start of the new 14 story. But, yeah. And we weren't the only ones saying that 16 was obviously going to show up. Like, people have been saying that all over the internet. Clearly people were expecting it. And, you know, there was the leak with 16 as well from NVIDIA, where, like, the PC version was confirmed, and you think they would just get the announcement of it. No, they revealed it on a State of Play in 2020. And it's normally where they put these things. It's where they put the 7 remake reveal. Like, both the original reveal, the gameplay reveal and the release date reveal was at Sony's own events. It's where we got Stranger of Paradise last year. Like, they always do it through the Sony events. That's why people were so certain. It's like, okay, now it's March, finally time, 16 is going to be here. But, yeah, apparently not. That was pretty disappointing. At least we didn't have to suffer through another Star Ocean 6 trailer. That's something. Yeah, we don't really have much more to say on that. Even if we put aside like the Square Enix stuff, like we weren't really impressed by the rest of the stuff either. So well, we have a podcast to record. Oh yeah, no, of course they do. It's just, you know, from a promotional perspective, we think that you should not announce a game if you won't be able, if you're not certain you'll be able to show the game a year from now. And you know, they announced the game during COVID. They knew COVID was going on, and they were like, "Sorry, we missed our original planned cycle of announcements." And it's like, okay, fair enough, but like at this point we would rather they just give us a date, because this is like the third time or something where we're like, oh, this is gonna be it, and then it's just not there. But don't just say, oh, later this spring. Say like, oh, we will be showing it in May. Like, be direct with us, because then we don't end up disappointed about games that aren't to blame, you know? I mean, the teaser was in September 2020. Like, that's a year and 6 months ago. So, like, let's get the original trailer up on the stream real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so let's just rewatch the trailer from September of 2020.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant.
English dub already, which means that they were pretty far along development already. I mean, they've been working on it since 2015.
Sergeant, they've summoned their icon. Icon? That thing's a bloody mountain.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily. This will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield.
God, the characters just look so bland in this. Combat looks fun. Looks very 15, but we like 15.
Did you not pledge your sword to our cause?
What does it matter? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
Without the blessing of the Mother Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
And I mean, this is literally just the RNA fight from 15.
Do they really mean to invade us?
It's the Archduke's son.
The Phoenix.
Stop this!
The black hat one is, yeah.
Second icon of fire. But that's impossible.
No, there's no such thing as character customization in Final Fantasy single-player games anymore. I mean, the kind of never was.
The legacy of the crystals. Has shaped our history. For long enough. I'll kill you. If it's the last thing I do.
Like, they already revealed that they're doing the whole time skip thing, like they did in 15. Spoilers. I mean, you find it out in the opening cutscene of 15, but still. You know, I mean, we think the gameplay looks cool, but like the rest is not very impressive. It's just kind of bland. That's also kind of what where we've been hoping for a new trailer, because like we really want to we want to be proven wrong about our skepticism about this, because you know it's a new Final Fantasy game and we love Final Fantasy, but yeah, no. Yeah, thank you for watching the stream, and we're gonna just get to our podcast. Take care.